Hello everyone, happy June and almost summer. I'm coming at you from my new favorite spot, which are these two swings that I put in our backyard. It is the evening, and this is a place where I often like to go to read a book, create a video. It's where all my best thinking is coming this summer. But great to see you all. Quickly, I wanted to give you an update of kind of what's top of mind for me right now. Obviously, we are celebrating two really key moments in history this month with Juneteenth and those activities that are coming and celebrations and learning coming up on Friday. Obviously, it's falling on a Saturday this year. Highly encourage everyone participating in some of these opportunities, in addition to its Pride Month. I know I'm really excited to see the DTM panel, a bunch of other great opportunities to engage in both these underrepresented groups and celebrations. That really is a moment in history that is worth acknowledging. So I encourage you all to participate in those also. One thing that we're doing, actually, I'm headed to the Smoky Mountains this Thursday, which is going to be an interesting adventure for all of us. Our first time in National Park with the kids and the dog and all of the above. And we have a 13-hour drive that we're doing. So I just got some really interesting cards around talking about race that I'm going to use in some of our family trips. So it's a phenomenal opportunity to engage my family in some of these discussions, and eager to follow up and actually also offer it up to our org as we continue to kind of support each other's education in addition to allyship. A bunch of things going on per usual, but I want to stop before that and acknowledge there's a lot of emails coming out on return to office, and want to just give a preview that more information is coming. Obviously, GBO Live is tomorrow or today, whenever you see this video. In addition to Mastery is going to have an all hands coming up the following week, and I will also offer extra time post that if there's any additional questions for it. The idea is to be proactive, have time to process, but at the same time not create a bunch of alarming stuff around this. So hopefully you all have time to process the information, put together questions, and I would just say myself and the leadership team are here to answer all of your questions as more information comes out. So return to office is most definitely top of mind. In addition to that, we've had two really great pilots come to a close or have some great data, and that is all around our practice strategy. So as you know, practice was a huge enabler this year. In addition to that, we had a lot of focus on different opportunities to practice, from asynchronous and the ML pilots to live practice, which the pilots just concluded in that, and they're getting ready to scale in July. And then also aligning through discovery conversations, which was focused all around kind of team practice, in addition to the manager and team going together. So got some fantastic data back. Would have the teams encourage the GBO skills team to kind of share with the rest of the group, because a ton of learnings from it, with even more to come as we continue to scale those two. So phenomenal work by InOps, in addition to the core skills team, in addition to the facilitator teams that have leaned in quite a bit also on just ensuring live practice is successful. In addition to that, we have another massive launch by getting to know Google Solutions and Google Sales School, with obviously a huge revamp led by yet another cross-functional effort for our product foundations and Google Sales School. So massive congrats to that. I know there's going to be a ton that we learned through the summer, starting in the summer, launching that around the world. So that will be really interesting to see how it sets the stage for a foundational product for all of our Nooglers, and then how we build from there. In addition to that, we've had a lot of SteerCo conversations and updates of kind of recommitments with our stakeholders, specifically at EMEA. John Blood has led an amazing kind of, how do we say it? Enlightenment, in addition to re-engagement of how important mastery and training can be to EMEA. So more to come on that, in addition to some great SteerCo conversations around both Mastery 2.0, in addition to collecting kind of what's gone well, what are some areas that Mastery can improve on based off of the business need. You'll get to know more of that depth information from those SteerCo conversations from Jeff and the BP team later this month. But spoiler alert, capability development is forever more important. There is some slight hesitation on moving to diagnostic, which is just an interesting problem for us to continue to solve. So big kudos to the business partner team, and in coordination with the marketing team, of kind of putting together and facilitating those conversations with the business, with more to come as planning kind of starts to kick off and kind of get into more of the weeds and more formation come August and September. We'll be able to re-engage the stakeholders. And then last but not least, there's three kind of strategic areas that the team is highly focused on, that many of you are involved. And I will not come close to naming all of the people that are involved in all these, but it's worth mentioning because a lot of them are going to land with starting to shape a POV by early July, I would say, or mid-July. And one is our delivery models. So when we look at delivery, both facilitation, program management, in addition to producers, what are our current models and what is a POV? How are they doing? How effective have they been? In addition to what do we need to think about in order to deliver for the future for Mastery? So that's one that Kelsey and Julie are leading with Wilson. In addition to that, we are also looking internally at delivery and kind of leading the effort, or collecting all the efforts around design to delivery, to actually start putting some things in problem solving, some things in action around how do we effectively what are the role handoffs and how do we effectively pass off from design to delivery? And that starts from when we kick off our project all the way through. So you'll see more to come on kind of both the assessment of all the different working groups that are happening, in addition to what we'd like to bring to set to potentially problem solve this area. Last but not least, similar to what I started with, which is return to office, we're really thinking about how do we design and deliver equitable learning experiences when we come back in this new hybrid environment. So obviously another huge cross-functional team with a focus on putting a POV together that we can start to bring to the business to help further shape. So you're going to hear a ton of information about return to office as it relates to you and your working environment, but there is going to be no direction or principles or POV from a training standpoint that Philip will be sharing. And Ian is counting on us to come up with that POV and mastery to lead for GBO. So that's definitely another area that we're working through. And then last but not least, of course, planning, just in the early stages right now, but that will continue to start to get more in depth come late summer. But last, certainly not least, my ending message is please use this time. I know it's summer, the weather is beautiful in a lot of places that isn't always beautiful. I know Singapore, APAC, you're luckier than all of us. But last year we were all in the thick and the throes of COVID and really didn't get a chance to slow down at all, in addition to enjoy time with our families, friends. And I know the world is in all different places right now, but the biggest thing is like, this is all gonna pick up with steam come September. So please take an opportunity to slow down a bit over the next course of the couple months. Do some of the things that you weren't able to do last year. It's still in regards to our well-being theme. It's still number one. Your prioritization of that, our prioritization of that is still you. So take this opportunity. I know I'm gonna be spending more time back here on these swings. I'm headed to the Smoky Mountains. Also headed to a dude ranch. Just call me Misadventure. Highly encourage you all to do the same. So happy June. A lot going on as always. Thank you once again. And I'm here for you as all the RTO questions start to come up. We'll clarify as much as we can and support whatever is best for you, your family, your decisions, your career. So please know those are top of mind. We're here to support you. All right. Have a good rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, and I'll see you soon at the All Hands right when I get back from vacation on the 24th. All right. Take care.